All right, guys, we are live. I'm Meredith with Boss Fight. I have Andrew with Boss Fight here as well. We are going to talk about Power Stars, and we're actually using this as a chance to test out our new streaming service that we are going to debut at Boss Fest later this week so that we can stream live to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter all at the same time. And you guys can follow us on whichever platform. You can ask questions through the platform and we can see them all. I see a bunch of people saying hi. Ralph, nice to see you. Undisputed El Helio, great to see you. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I'm sorry. But we see all of the comments that come in. So from all different platforms. So this is going to be a really fun lead in to our Boss Fest that kicks off Wednesday this week. But to kick things off for Power Stars specifically, this was a new line item that we launched last week. So, Andrew, why don't you talk a little bit about the concept of Power Stars and just kind of answer some of the most frequently asked questions that we've been getting about these?
Yeah. So as part of us doing our due diligence with sort of how we make as much cool stuff with all of the licenses we have as possible, um, we sort of came upon the idea of doing a retro figure, and launching that with a first wave based on some of the King Features superheroes that we've already been working on hero hacks of, and the little King superhero PVCs. But yeah, we were looking at sort of what toy lines we felt were really iconic, and really sort of still resonated with us, and we were kind of shocked that no one had done there we go, that no one had done something within this sort of mid 80s superhero format. You know which toy line I mean without saying it. And yeah, so that's Power Stars. It's not meant to replace the other stuff we're doing. It's in addition to. It's a really cool format, and I think it's we're all very excited. We're all having a blast working on these guys. The first wave is Flash Gordon that you just saw. It's the Phantom. It's Ming the Merciless with a soft goods cape, and it's Thun the Lion Man, Prince Thun. These
So
guys are
fun.
5 inches tall, and they will fit right in with your vintage superhero collection. And yeah, Flash. Even we did something a little different with Flash, sort of stretching the format a little. He even comes with an alternate head that you can change out without the headgear.
Super fun. And I see some really fun comments about I've already ordered the Phantom figure. I can't wait. And then Eric, who's another partner at Boss Fight, says, can he have a hug tomorrow, Andrew?
Things are very professional and businesslike around here.
Howdy, Ralph. Nice to see you. So we're having a lot of fun with this new format. These figures are really, really great. They're looking amazing. They've kicked off with one of our factories already. So these are aiming by the end of the year
Yep.
to be in hand.
Yeah.
All right. So just answering kind of that other FAQ, pre-orders are open now. You can order them at bossfightshop.com. They're also available at a wide range of fine toy retailers and e-retailers that we work with. So order them from your favorite place. And I mean, they're looking pretty fabulous, Andrew.
Yeah, they do not have the famous leg squeezing action, but they do have what is a very accurate, I think, reinterpretation of the forms. It's very classic forms that you're used to, and they've got that same articulation. These guys are are resin paint masters, so I can't really move them around a ton. But they've got the swivels at the shoulders and the hips, and then you've got like hinged knees, and the head is actually on a ball joint. So when we do want to do those alternate heads, we can. Each of the guys has a key accessory. Most of them have a place to store it on their belts. They are super fun. The sculptors would not shut up about how much fun these guys were to do.
Yeah,
So
they had so much fun. It's such a fun, iconic look to just kind of amplify everything too and streamline it a little bit, I think. It's
yeah,
super fun.
yeah, absolutely. And being able to get something that really feels, really hits you in that nostalgia spot, in the way it looks and feels in the hand is very fun.
Yes, and a little bit different from the Hero Hacks figures that we're putting out there too, which have
Mhm,
higher articulation and
mhm.
a different scale and a little bit more in line with what our typical collectors are looking at.
Yeah, here, I'll
Oh,
put this is the 4-inch fully articulated Hero Hacks Flash that is built on the hack system, so it comes apart pretty easily. And then here is the Power Stars Flash next to it. It'll be a little smaller in production just because of material shrinkage, but essentially, you're dealing with two very different scales and two very different aesthetics.
yeah, super fun. And Undisputed Frost, we have a lot of really fun plans for the Power Stars line. We are not ready to talk about any of them yet. Um, but I think these first four figures are pretty fantastic, and we'll kind of go from there. I know, Andrew, you have a lot of fun plans for these across many of our
Uh,
brands.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We've got another wave of product that's semi-locked at this point, and then a bunch of alternatives. We're sort of waiting to see what people respond to see which goes next. But yeah, we're looking at trying out quite a few different characters and different licenses in this retro figure format.
Awesome, and thanks, Ralph, for the compliment. We're pretty thrilled with these too. Um, yeah, I mean, as you guys continue to watch over the Boss Fest that starts Wednesday and goes through the 27th, and then a bonus day on March 13th, which is Boss Fight Day. You guys will start to see lots of reveals, lots of things coming out. The Power Stars was just something we revealed a little bit ahead of time because we couldn't hold it back anymore. We were too excited to show this off. But as you start to see some of those new brands, there's definitely some thought process for some of those coming in here. Um, you guys will continue to see some really great stuff across the board, both Power Stars related and not Power Stars related. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was just a real quick update to answer some of the questions that we've been getting. But we hope you all have a fabulous rest of your day. And thank you, Andrew, for sharing and giving a sneak peek at all of these.
You bet. Don't forget to pre-order.
All right, guys. Have a great afternoon.